What is up, broskies? It's Sona. Welcome back to my channel. So yes, you read the title right. We're gonna be gender bending some Friday Night Funkin' characters. But wait, Sona, didn't you make a video a few weeks ago saying that you hated Friday Night Funkin'? Yeah, that's right. I did make a video saying that Friday Night Funkin' sucks, didn't I? Yeah. By the way, pro tip, check the date of the video. Anyways, moving on. I think Friday Night Funkin' is a really cool game, so I wanted to do this video where I basically gender bend some of my favorite character designs in the game, because why not? Let the gender bending commence. So, the first character that we're going to be gender bending is Pico. And I know right off the bat there's going to be some super smart nerds being like, oh, well Sona, Pico isn't actually from Friday Night Funkin', he's from Newgrounds. I know that, okay? I am well aware. But even though Pico is originally from Newgrounds, he is still a character in Friday Night Funkin' as well, so it still counts. So I'm going to draw Pico as a hot anime babe and no one can stop me, okay? Okay, good. So Pico is honestly one of my favorite characters in the game. I think he's a really interesting character, and for a very long time his week was my favorite week in the game. The first song from week 3, Pico, it just slaps. It's one of my favorite songs in the entire game. It actually used to be my favorite until week 6 came along, and then Senpai's Roses became my favorite, but Pico is still one of my top favorites. I also really like Blamed and Feeling Nice. I like all of them, okay? Now, as I said before, Pico is not from Friday Night Funkin'. He is actually from a Newgrounds game called Pico School, and I'm not sure how much I should actually say about that game because I don't really think it's kid-friendly to talk about. But let's just say it involves school and guns, which is why Pico has a gun. Pico was the first character that I decided to draw as a girl, and honestly, I didn't really know where to begin. It took me a while to figure out the hairstyle, and compared to other characters in the game, Pico has a more round shape in his hair, so I wanted to keep that, and as you can see, I eventually did figure out his hairstyle, but I don't really know what to call it. All I know is that this is seriously giving me some Splatoon vibes. Pico's character design is very, very simple, which gave me a lot of freedom to add things that I wanted to add. I gave his green shirt some off-shoulder sleeves, which I think look really cute. Then I also tied the end of his shirt into a big knot because I thought that was a nice little touch. And then I still thought the shirt looked a little bit plain, so I put a giant zipper at the top. Don't ask me why. I don't know. All I know is that I think it looks cute, so don't judge me. I turned his pants into some baggy cargo shorts. And since Pico is more of a tough character because, I mean, he's literally holding a gun, I wanted to incorporate that a little bit more. So I gave Pico some battle wounds, I guess you could say. I put a scar on the stomach, put a bruise on the leg, put a band-aid on the other leg. Kinda just looks like that kid that always gets into fights. Gave Pico some black socks. Gave Pico the giant gun. You know how hard it was for me to draw that? It took me forever to figure out how to draw the hand for that. And in the end, it didn't even matter because the gun is covering the hand. But hey, I'm satisfied. And yeah, there is our female version of Pico. I think she looks super cute, and I already know that she's gonna get a ton of simps in the comments, so I'd say I did a pretty good job. Okay, next up, we're gonna be drawing a guy. I know, right? I basically never draw guys. Well, drawing a girl as a guy anyway. The next one that we're doing is the mom from Friday Night Funkin', who is, I mean, quite literally the definition of a hot babe. No one can deny it, okay? Look at her. She's a magnet for simps. So I knew I had to draw her. When it comes to the background of the character, there isn't really a whole lot for me to say about the mom because, I mean, the girlfriend's parents are basically just known as evil parents who can beatbox. Like, I mean, that's basically all there is to say when it comes to the background. However, the mom's week is really, really cool. I know a lot of people's favorite song is MILF. Please don't demonetize me, YouTube. I know that's one of the most popular songs, but to be honest, my favorite song from week 4 isn't even that song. It's actually, Satan Panties. Again, YouTube, please. Please don't demonetize me. I actually like it quite a bit more than MILF. I gotta say though, MILF has a really, really sick beat drop, so maybe that's why. I honestly love the mom's design, but I had quite a hard time figuring out what to do for this character when it came to making her into a guy because, I mean, her outfit's pretty simple, you know? She's got the tight red dress and she's got the black coat, the long black boots, you know? Again, she's a magnet for simps. I need to make this guy hot, which is really hard for me because I am not used to drawing guys. guys. One of the most defining features of the mom, to me personally, is her giant spiky hair. So I basically made the dude's hair look a bit shorter, and it's in a ponytail. As someone who literally has a boyfriend with hair way longer than mine, I think long hair looks pretty cool on guys. I also gave him a goatee because, I mean, come on, you can't deny it. Even if you don't like facial hair, you gotta admit, that goatee looks pretty sick. I kept the jacket that the mom originally had, but I made it a little bit more wide open so that you could see his chest more. And I also made one of the sleeves fall a little bit off of his shoulder. I know you can't really see because his ponytail is covering it, but it's there. And then I made the mom's red dress into some really tight fitting pants with rips in them that are shiny. I think it looks really, really cool. The mom has a golden necklace, so I decided to actually make that into a golden chain, and I also put one on his pants. I thought that made him look a lot more like a bad boy, which is what I was going for. I also made her hoop earring into a square for him because I didn't know what to do about that. And lastly, I topped it off with giving him a cigarette in his hand. Don't smoke though, kids. Never smoke. That's really bad for you. Eat some apples instead. And yeah, with that, our gender bend version of Mom is done. I hope you like how this dude turned out. He's honestly like probably my favorite out of the whole bunch. Fun fact, I actually drew him once and I scrapped it because I wasn't satisfied with how it turned out. This was the first one, by the way. Again, I didn't really like it, so I redrew the whole thing and I'm really satisfied with the second one. So yeah, hope you guys like it because I love it. Alright, so last but not least, we are drawing the female version of Senpai, which is probably like one of my all-time favorite characters in this whole game. Honestly, I think Senpai has the most backstory when it comes to the original characters in this game, because unlike all of the other weeks in Senpai's week, there was actually dialogue, which told us a little bit about him. Spoilers for week 6, by the way, if you don't want to get spoiled, but as far as we know, the dad threw Senpai into the video game and made him stuck there, and Senpai turns into a demon and gets angry because he wants to get out of the video game. And I also just love how the week turned into a completely different style with like all the pixelated art. I thought that looked so awesome. I also love the songs in week 6. Roses is my absolute favorite. I love all of them, but Roses is currently my favorite song in Friday Night Funkin'. But yeah, Senpai is an awesome character, so I knew that I had to make a female version of him. It took me a while to figure out what to do for the hair, but I kind of just decided to wing it and just give it kind of a random hairstyle. Even if it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, I gave Senpai some really thick braids because I thought it was cute and I really wanted to draw braids, and also one of the background characters in week 6 has braids, so it makes a little bit of sense. I know that the female characters in the background of week 6, I know they have school outfits because Senpai is also wearing a school outfit, but it would have been boring if I just gave Senpai the default schoolgirl outfit, so I didn't want to do that. I gave female Senpai a short sleeve version of his shirt. I was really torn on whether I wanted to make Happy Senpai or Angry Senpai because he does have two versions of himself, but I decided to make Angry Senpai because I love edgy stuff. Instead of a tie, I gave Senpai a bow, and I also made it crinkled because just like in week 6, Senpai is angry, so his tie is crinkled. And of course, you already know I gave Senpai the very, very angry facial expression. I also turned Senpai's black pants into a cute little mini skirt because why not? And I also gave the skirt suspenders. I think that's what they're called anyway. It's like an overall skirt. And then I give Senpai some pink socks to match with their cute little pink bow tie. I made one of the socks falling down and look kind of messy and stuff because again, Senpai's second version, he's just not having it. He's not having a good time. He looks kind of messy. Don't take that out of context. And I know Senpai is holding a jacket over his shoulder, but since this is a female and I wanted to change it up a bit, I gave Senpai a purse instead that has books inside it. I'd imagine that Senpai has so many people that have a crush on him because he's smart and handsome, so I thought that Senpai carrying books around in a book bag would make sense. Our female version of Senpai is done. Oh yeah, I also made her crying because girls are pathetic and they cry. I'm just kidding. I'm a girl. It's a joke, bro. I honestly love how this turned out. I love edgy stuff, so I'm very satisfied with this. And I also made the demon version of Senpai hiding behind the back because why not? So yeah, broskies, there you have it. I drew 3 Friday Night Funkin' characters as their opposite gender. I had a really, really fun time designing these characters. I love all of them so much. Let me know your favorite in the comments. Mine personally is the gender bend of the mom. I think that one looks the coolest. Let me know if you want a part 2 of this. I will definitely do part 2 if we reach our like goal of 20,000 likes. So yeah, be sure to like the video and also be sure to subscribe. And if I do end up doing a part 2, what characters do you want to see next? Let me know in the comments. And with that, I'll see you broskies in the next video. Bye!